tomorrow morning, and I think all those cards might be more useful than the previous expansion. I think at least like 30% of all those cards can be used in real life. I mean, on ladder. So I think I'm pretty happy with this expansion. I'm very expecting it. At least it will be better than TGT, I think. So let's start. Druid. First card, Jungle Monkey. Sorry, my English is not good. I will try to explain. But there's a lot of cards I don't even know how to pronounce that. But I will try to talk about what I think about those cards. So first card, Jungle Monkey, 4 mana, 4/4. Both players have spell damage +2. First of all, the body is not bad. You don't lose a lot with a 4 mana, 4/4 body. You get both spell power +2, which it sounds like very sucks, but if you it has very big potential if you are running with a spell power deck yourself. For example, if you play this and you play the Moonfire, the 0 mana hit for 1 damage spell, and it is pretty good with this card. So there's this card, I should say, there's a lot of potential with this card. So we can do a lot of stuff with it. Okay, next one. I won't say it's bad or good or bad, but we can do some stuff around it. The second card, 3 mana, 3/2. Death Rattle, summon a random 1-cost minion. For 3 mana, 3/2, like the body doesn't last a lot, and it has 2 points of health. 2 points of health is very good for Death Rattle. It's kind of like Shredder, but it's even faster. I think it probably can replace Shade in Face Street or Knife Juggler, that kind of stuff. Because it's still a Death Rattle. It's very good for Face Street. I think this card is very, very good. Next one, Riven Idol. 1 mana, choose 1, discover a minion or discover a spell. Like, for example, if you haven't got Wild Growth as starting hand, you can discover a Wild Growth. But I think it is a 1 mana spell, so that we can do more with this card. For example, Miracle Druid with spell power and gadgets, auctioneer, that kind of stuff. It is a spell, so and it can discover another spell. So I think we got a lot of stuff to play around this card. And for control, normal mid-range Druid, I'm not very confident in drawing this as starting hand. Compared to another one mana spell, the Living Root. Probably Living Root is better for board, but this one, there's a lot of combo we can do. We can do around it. Okay. So for Druid cards, I think this is the best. Absolutely, I think everyone might think like that. Hunter. How is the music volume? Is the music volume too high? Hunter, 2 mana, Explorer's Hat. Give a minion +1/+1 and Death Rattle. Add an Explorer Hat to your hand. It might be very slow. Like in Hunter deck, there's no buff cards except like Houndmaster. That kind of you have very situational cards, and this card give Hunter something that you can buff. With Hunter deck, we haven't seen a lot of buff cards. We need to. It's fine. I will lower it a little bit. For Hunter deck, you need to use some neutral minion to do the buff stuff. And so for Control Hunter, this is a very good card because you know it's infinite. Even it looks very slow, but it will be very good in Control Hunter. But the problem is that we don't know if Control Hunter work in the next meta. So if Control Hunter works, then this will be a very good card for Control Hunter. And we can see that Blizzard is trying to buff Control Hunter, and they gave Hunter more. They gave us more beast, more very good beast in the next expansion. So probably the 5 mana. I don't know what that called. The summon another beast card. That card will probably be more useful in the next expansion too. Next one, Desert Camel, 3 mana, 2/4. Battlecry, put a 1-cost minion from each deck into the battlefield. We all know that there's not many classes who has one mana drop except priest or paladin or face decks. So this card is very good against mid-range deck. Like normally Hunter is not good against warrior, but with this card, I think it will be much more better. And I think the most important thing about this card is it has 4 points of health. This is the difference between this and Animal Companion, because for Animal Companion, if you summon Huffer, then you cannot do anything with it. And for this card, it can easily to stay on board until next turn, and you can buff it or you can do anything about it. The problem is that maybe put a 1-cost minion for counter. It might be like the spider, the 1 mana spider, and the 1 mana spider is like the body is worse than Zombie Child or some other 1 mana minion. So I think this is very good against some control deck. I think it might be good in tournament if like most of people like to play, for example, warrior patron or freeze mage or rogue, you know the world champion. Yeah, so this card will be very good. And this is like my favorite card in those 3 cards, 3 hunter cards. Next one, Dart Trap, 2 mana, secret. When an opposing hero power is used, deal 5 damage to a random enemy. First of all, it is very good because it's a secret. Like the thing about Hunter is that if you know what trap it runs, then Hunter is not a very good class in tournament. But if you know that it is if you don't know what trap it is, then it is a very good class to play in tournament. And this card, Dart Trap, among all those traps, I don't think is very good. It's good as a trap if you need a trap, but I don't think it's that good because it's deal 5 damage to a random enemy, so that you cannot control it. It's kind of like misdirection, but you have to take the damage. For example, Druid play a Druid of the Cloud, and you play this. You still for misdirection, you can avoid the damage. Avoiding the damage is very important in Hunter. But Dart Trap, you cannot avoid the damage. So that makes this card not that good, and it's kind of like misdirection. I think it's worse than misdirection. And in Face Hunter, even in Face Hunter, you kind of haven't got space to put all those cards. So I don't know if you have space to put this card. It is kind of there's no space to put it. And you know, if people play against you, we all know if you play against face deck, we play spell, we play minion, but we don't use hero power because your opponent is a face deck. So this is a kind of opposite of it's a kind of opposite on the idea of this card. Like it looks like it's designed for control deck, but it's also actually the 5 damage is for face deck also, so it's kind of awkward. Thanks for subscribing, Lamore. Welcome to my channel. Okay, so I think for the hunter deck, this is probably the best. I don't really like this trap. Okay, Mage cards. First one, animated armor. 4 mana, 4/4. Your hero can only take 1 damage at a time. I should say there probably be some potential with this card. For example, but for example, it can prevent you from Force of Nature Saboteur combo, right? But but it's still worse than low step. So I don't really understand this card. Maybe we can have something to play around it. Okay, next one. Ethereal Conjurer. Sorry, my pronunciation is very bad. Anyways, 5 mana, 6/3. Battle cry, discover a spell. It's kind of like Azure Drake, but it's kind of worse than Azure Drake, I should say. Spell in Mage are all very good. The spells in Mage are all very good. So maybe in Freeze Mage, that kind of deck, you can play this card. But for Flame Waker Mage, if you're looking for spells, I probably would think that Azure Drake might be much better. Like this card is kind of like Just Take Her True Heart. The body is too bad. The body is too bad. You know about Just Take Her True Heart. When you play Just Take Her True Heart, you lose too much. And for Mage, I think Tempo Mage and Druid and other face deck is more about tempo. It's more about tempo. It's not that much about card draw. Like for Mech Mage or other face mage, you might need some more cards, but you see, this is 5 mana. It's a really slow card, so it's for a control tempo mage, and for this kind of mage, you don't need that much card draw, I should say. Probably, if you need card draw, I would suggest Azure Drake, but I kind of want to try it in Freeze Mage. But it's still like 5 mana. 5 mana is a lot. But you know, Freeze Mage, you don't do anything but drawing cards, so we don't know. Okay, next card. I think this card is probably my favorite among all the new expansion cards. This card is my favorite card among all the cards in the expansion. Forgotten Torch. Deal 3 damage, several a Roaring Torch into your deck that deals 6 damage. This card is very good in Freeze Mage. It deals perfectly with the problem of Freeze Mage, that is, Freeze Mage always cannot have enough damage. This is the exact card that can solve this problem, and even if you use it in other decks, it's always good because Mage never don't need a card draw. How to say it? Well, Mage will always need card draw, and this actually for 3 mana deal 3 damage. You don't lose a lot, I think. So this is my favorite. I'm going to use that. Next cast, Paladin. 10 mana, anything can happen. 10 mana, summon 7 murloc that died this game. There's 2 cards, very good 2 cards about murloc in this expansion. Anything can happen, anything is possible, or something I cannot remember. The Shaman card. These 2 cards, Blizzard want to. We can understand Blizzard want to buff murloc deck because Blizzard already took a lot away from face deck, so they need to buff some new face deck. This idea, I really like this idea, but I still think the Shaman one is much more better than this one. You need to first of all have 7 murloc that die this game first, and then you summon it. But you lose all the death, the battle cry. You lose battle cry. You lose, you still lose something. Well, it's too slow. Like the Shaman card, it can reduce mana, but this one you cannot reduce mana. Like the whole turn 10 is already over. Like it just doesn't. It doesn't really interesting, this card. Yeah. Anyways, next one. Keeper of Alderman. 4 mana, 3/4. Battlecry, set a minion attack and health to 3. I think this card is very good. First of all, you need to have space in your deck first. Probably you can replace it to replace a Peacekeeper with this. I think for face deck or that kind of fast deck, this is not that good. And for control paladin, maybe the how to say it, quartermaster is much better. We have to consider about how to put all those good cards into one deck. If you want me to choose between quartermaster and this card, I probably would agree with quartermaster because sometimes 1/1 is good for a 1/1 itself. You don't really have to buff it, but if you buff it, I would suggest quartermaster. But this card is also really good cards. Maybe I will bring one beside quarter. For like 1 quartermaster, 1 keeper of alderman, or 1 peacekeeper, 1 keeper of alderman, or that kind of stuff. It's all possible. Trump is reviewing cards. Review with him. If he asks me, if I review with Trump, then this will be a very awkward stream. Anyways, next one. Sacred Trail. 1 mana, secret. When your opponent has at least 3 minions and place another, destroy it. I can understand Blizzard want to give more secret to Secret Paladin. And I can understand why they don't want to give good secret to Secret Paladin. So, like for this card, when your opponent already has at least 3 minions, you don't really care if he play another one or not. You are already like dead, or you already lose this game or something. So. Yeah, it doesn't help the tempo much. Excavated Evil. Sorry, my pronunciation is very bad. 5 mana. Deal 3 damage to all minions. Shuffle this card into your opponent's deck. We can all realize this card is for face deck because this card is for playing against face deck because they won't, if they have this deck, this card, they won't play it. But in my opinion, Priest has already got a lot of massive AoE damage. Like Holy Nova is much better than this because Holy Nova can heal and play combo with a lot of priest stuff. So Priest. Even if you play Priest, you need to win with tempo, right? Priest, no matter Shadow Priest or any kind of Priest you play, you need to win with your tempo. So, like, even for Light Bomb is a very good card, but even for Light Bomb, we only bring 1 Light Bomb. So, this card is kind of awkward. If you really want to, it's even not that good against face deck because you know face deck are all Death Rattle, Secret Paladins, Death Rattle, Demon Zoo, Death Rattle, Midrange Hunter. They are all Death Rattle. So they can even trigger their Death Rattle themselves by playing this card and clear your minion, which is the more I think about this card, the more it's so awkward. Okay, next one. In Tomb, 6 mana, choose an enemy minion, shuffle it into your deck. I should say the more slow you play this deck, the more you stronger are. For example, you know, this is so good against Control Warrior. It is not like Convert. This is much more better than Convert. You have something to do with Ysera now, and you can play 2 Ysera. Wow, it's just crazy. So I think for slow priest to run with like Confessor Pouches, that kind of stuff, you can add 1 Intomb into it. Maybe it's a bit too slow, but I think it might be good in tournament. Yes. Did I make any misunderstanding? Does this card kill an enemy like the 3 mana Druid card called Mage? If this doesn't kill your enemy's minion, then it's pretty sucks. But I think this means you kill it and you move it into your deck. But otherwise, it doesn't even make sense for a 6 mana spell. Yeah, it doesn't. Otherwise, it doesn't even make sense, right? Okay, next one. So I think that's probably my favorite in Priest deck. In Priest new card. Next one, Museum Curator. 2 mana, 1/2 battle card. Discover Death Rattle card. For 2 mana 1/2, if it is like 1 mana 1/2, I think it's pretty good at early game. For Priest, I think it's more about early game board control. As soon as you get the board, Priest is kind of invincible. So for 2 mana, the body is quite bad. Like it discover Death Rattle cards. This is very good because Death Rattle cards are all not bad. You know, as long as it's Death Rattle, it's all very good cards. I think Death Rattle probably be one of the best thing in this game. So discover Death Rattle card is not bad, but you have to play your 2 mana turn on this card, which is a very bad body. So I think this card is okay, but I probably would play something else for early game. Yeah. Yeah, I like this card best. Oh, in Tom will be a big deal. Priests don't have to get wrecked by Sylvanas anymore. You know, Sylvanas, the problem with Sylvanas is that Sylvanas is like turn 6. You play it on turn 6 and that is very strong on turn 6. And if you play it on the more late game you play Sylvanas, the less value it can get. So for priest, I don't think you can draw in top in the like first 6 turn, but it is good that you can have something to deal with Sylvanas now. But I probably would save it for Sylvanas, because Sylvanas still is like your opponent spent a whole turn to play Sylvanas, and you can play in Tomb, and you can play something else for mana. You can even heal your minions, which is not bad. This is the thing I like about Tomb. Anyways, Rogue. Temple Pillager. Sorry, don't know how to call it. I don't even know what this is. 4 mana, 5/4. Death Rattle. Add a coin to your hand. The body is quite awkward. If it is 4 mana, 4/5, you know, it will be too OP. So, but if we look at the next card, battle card, chose a friendly minion, get a copy of its Death Rattle effect. Probably there will be like Death Rattle Tempo Rogue in next expansion. So this card is not bad for a Death Rattle card, because coin is always a very good thing in Rogue deck, and you don't lose too much with the body. But you know, this card, it is like what Blizzard always do with Rogue's minion. Like Rogue's minion, if you go through all those Rogue cards, you can find out that all the Rogue cards are all high attack and low health, which is very hard to stay on board. This is why for Tempo Rogue, you always need to use neutral minion and other minion like Violet, Tetra, Azure Drake to be your minion. You never use your own class minions, because they are all high attack, low health. The body are so sucks. So so that's the reason why I really like this card. On Earth the Raptor, 3 mana, 3/4. It is very good even on its own, the body, and it also copy a battle cry. Even if you cannot copy a battle cry, it is very good on its own already. But it also copy the battle cry, so it makes this even more OP. So probably, I think there will probably be some kind of Death Rattle Tempo Rogue, or probably that kind of stuff in next expansion. I would like to see more Tempo Rogue. You know, the last expansion there was 5/7 minion, like Shadow Pan something in Rogue deck. I really like that card too. For example, you can play Death Rattle Rogue and get a coin from Tom Pillager, and you can use the coin to play the Shadow Pan, blah 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 blah. That minion. Sorry, my English is so bad, but you know what I mean. I expect to see that kind of rogue a lot. Next one, Pit Snake, 1 mana, 2/1. Destroy any minion damaged by this minion. I saw this card in the tryout version in BlizzCon, but I should say it's pretty sucks. Even you put it in face rogue, you can play Conceal with it, but so far that's the only combo I can think of to play around it. Okay, next one, Shaman. I think all the shaman cards in the next expansion are all pretty good compared to other classes. So I think Blizzard probably really want to buff Shaman. Okay, this one, everything is awesome. Yeah, everything is awesome. Let's probably be another Doctor 6. You know, Doctor 6 is a card that can carry the whole deck as one single card. That can carry the whole deck, and everything is awesome. I think this card can carry the whole Murloc deck. Maybe this card can be the new Doctor 6. I think you use like 3 mana if you have 4 Murloc on board. I use this card in the tryout version on BlizzCon. The good thing about this card is that it is permanent. It is not like the 3 mana 3/3 Murloc captain or something. This card is permanent buff. So you cannot deal with it. It's like a permanent bloodlust or something. It's just everything is so awesome, so awesome. This card is so awesome. I think this card can carry the whole deck. It can surely carry the whole deck. Murloc Shaman will be awesome. I believe it. Okay, next one. Rumbling Elemental. 4 mana, 2/6. After you play a death battlecry minion, deal 2 damage to a random enemy. For the body, it is not bad. What's more is that for battlecry, the most popular battlecry we can think about is like Abusive Sergeant or Iron Dwarf +2. Sorry. The +2 attack thing, and what is that card? 3 mana +1/+1 battlecry. That kind of buff card in Zoo. So if you think about battlecry, you probably think about the deck, the Zoo deck. Zoo deck, I think, is the card that has the most battlecry. But for Shaman is kind of like Zoo, because you can buff all your minion, all your totem with your fire elemental, with your Argus, with everything. You can play like Zoo. So for this body, it's not that good if you see it yourself. It's a 2 point of attack body. But if you play it with Battlecry deck, play it in Battlecry deck, and you buff it, when you buff it, it will be very, very good. So I think this card is very good. Yeah, let me change your mind. It's 6 mana. Don't. There's another card. There's another card that is 6 mana 2/6. That is like what Cabal likes the most. But for this card, I don't think it will still stay alive on turn 6. If it still stay alive on turn 6 against the priest, then I think you probably already win this game, right? And you can even play it with other battlecry too. You can play it with +1/+1. You can play it with Argus. You can play with Fire Elemental. It's not that bad. Don't think about Cabal too much. Like Shaman versus Priest is not a very good matchup. You must think about it to play against other kind of deck, I should say. So this is how you judge one deck, the overall win rate, right? Okay, next one. 2 no Trog. 1 mana 1/3. Whenever you overload, gain +1 attack per locked mana crystal. The good thing about this card is that you can play it together with Zombie Trial, or you can play it together with other stuff. You can play it Face Shaman. You know, there is a Shaman player in China who likes Face Shaman so much. He wins his he win a lot with Face Shaman in China. Face Shaman, that is like a lot of one mana 2/1 minions. Not Mage Shaman. It's before Mage Shaman. Face Shaman. So I think it will be interesting to put in Face Shaman. For 1 mana 1/3, it is. I think it's worse than Zombie Child. It's worse than Zombie Child, but if you play it in like Battle Cry deck, you can buff it, and it is at least it's a one mana minion, and this helped Shaman a lot because Shaman need 1 mana minion so much. We need some other 1 mana stuff other than Zombie Child, so I think this card is also very good. So overall, those Shaman cards are all not bad, and everything is awesome. It's just too good. This is just too good. Probably this will change the meta. This can be the cards that change the meta, like Secret Paladin. Maybe, yeah. Oh, and what's more, I think we can get it on the first week, right? We probably can play it on the first week. I'm not sure. Anyway, Warlock. Compared to Shaman cards, I think Warlock cards are kind of awkward. Maybe. I'm trying to find a good word to describe it, but somehow I just think that probably Blizzard don't like Warlock anymore or that kind of stuff. I don't know. Okay, anyways, first one, Reliquary Seeker. 1 mana 1/1 Battle Cry. If you have 6 other minions, gain +4/+4. I think if you have 6 other minions, you already win this game. Do you need more? I can even play Warlock Sun, right? If I have 6 minions, why won't I play Warlock Sun? This doesn't even make sense. Oh, like this card is like. It's like, how to say it? There is a saying in Chinese. I don't know if there is the same stuff to say in Chinese. It is called
Eloise PogChamp, I have no idea what is going on. I can't even watch the stream. But I agree with whatever you are saying. Have fun reviewing cards and delete the salmon for you forehead.
Thank you. Sorry, I don't know what I'm talking about either. There's a saying in Chinese. It is called, you take off your pants and then you fart. Like you. Why should you take off your pants if you just want to fart? This doesn't even make sense. Like, why do you need this minion if you have already 6 minions on board? This doesn't even make sense. I don't know. What? Anyways. Okay, next one. Curse of Rapham. Give your opponent a cursed card. While they hold it, they take 2 damage on their turn. I'm not sure how much mana is the cursed card, but as long as your opponent hold it and don't play it, he takes damage, right? So probably this will be good in Zoo. Thanks for subscribing, Olafant. Welcome to my channel. Implosion with this. Implosion. Like for most of the time, you don't really want to have a whole full board. Trust me, you don't really want to have a full board. Maybe you can you can play it and sacrifice your board, that's fine. But even if you implosion, I would rather choose to play Warlock. Anyway, don't really like it. And if you draw it as starting hand, it's 1 mana card. It's 1 mana card. You cannot, like for Warlock, if you play it, it's still a 4/4, right? If you just play it, but this card, if you don't, if you play it on its own, it's 1 mana 1/1. Oh, what? What? It's not even a demon. And anyway, we're talking about the next card. I think it's probably good for face Warlock. Like you spend 2 mana to play this, and your opponent have to deal with your board. So he might hold this card in his hand for a long time.
Hello Eloise, I made a music but Forsen didn't want to hear it. Bible thump. Could you make me feel better by listening to real fast? It's only a minute. Thanks, smiley face.
Oh, but I will listen to it, but I'm doing card review. I don't really want to play some loud music. I will play it after I finish my card review, okay? Yeah, so I think this probably be very good in some face Warlock, because your opponent has to play that cursed card. If he play this cursed card, he cannot deal with the board and he takes extra damage. He will take extra damage. So, oh, do we know for sure that cursed is only 2 mana? Well, if it is only 2 mana, that is good. That is good still. Next one, Dark Peddler, 2 mana 2/2 battle cry, discover 1 mana cost card. You know this card, if it is in Mage or Hunter or all the other face decks, it will be good. But Warlock is a kind of class that it doesn't need card draw, it needs the tempo. So if it is like Battle Cry, summon a 1 cost card, it will be much better, 2 OP, I love it. But it is discover a 1 cost card. So it was like, oh, I don't want to play it. There's already a lot of very good 2 mana minions in Zoo deck as far as we know. Like for Zoo deck, 2 mana is the curve that we have the most minion, right? For 2 mana, it's the curve that we have the most minion, like Zombie Chow. No, what's Zombie Chow? Haunted Creeper, Egg, Knife Juggler, anything. So it's quite awkward. So overall, I don't really like Warlock's new cards. What is this card? Excuse me. Warrior, Cursed Blade, 1 mana, double all damage dealt to your hero. For Warrior, I always have this kind of idea that Warrior's weapons are all already very good. Like Firewall Axe and Deathbite, I think they are like, you can never replace them. You can never replace them with another weapon. And maybe you can add 1 Warhol into your deck, but that's it. You don't need any other weapon in control decks. But so this card, I think it's designed for face warrior, but it's still a kind of awkward. It's still kind of awkward because if this weapon is in rogue deck, I think it will be much more stronger. If this weapon is in rogue deck, it will be so good. 2 OP, I love it. Because rogue really need some very early game weapon that you can buff it. You can buff it with poison. You can buff it with oil. You can You can deal with a board. You can have tempo with it. You can even go face with oil with it. It's so good. It's just so good if it's in rogue stack, but unfortunately, it's in warrior card. It's a warrior card, so maybe face warrior, but I would prefer it like 3-point attack and two durability, you know, because you also have a lot of weapon in face warrior, so maybe a high attack and less durability if you play it in face warrior. Anyways, next one. So I don't really like this card. Obsidian Destroyer, 7 mana, 7/7. At the end of your turn, summon 1/1 Scarab with Taunt. It looks like a card for Taunt Warrior. Blizzard is trying to buff some Taunt Warrior in the next expansion. This is so far we can see, but this card is, you know, it is worse than Dr. Boom, we should say. The thing I can think about with this deck is that it can combo with Varian. It can combo with Varian, like Varian draw the Obsidian Destroyer and it summon 1/1 Taunt at the end. Like 1/1 Taunt is good to buff with a +2/+2 spell, and it can do a lot of stuff, you know, as a warrior. So it's good in Taunt warrior deck, but it's still worse than Dr. Boom. Like for Taunt warrior, I'm not sure if you will have more early game, because for Taunt warrior there's more early game than normal control warrior. So I don't think you like this, like the 2 mana 3/2 give a taunt to other minion. For this kind of warrior, I'm not sure if you can have so many space for late game legendaries. Dr. Boom is already very good on its own, like, and you need to have 100% have to have Variant. And what more can you have? You cannot have so much late game, and this card is kind of too slow. I would rather replace it with other legendaries, probably. Yeah. The only good situation I can think about this card is to play it with Varian. Okay, next one. Fierce Monkey. Fearness with Froda. Anyways, I don't really know what this means, but who cares? Anyway, 3 mana, 3/4 Taunt. This card is really good. I like it so much. Because Taunt Warrior need this kind of 3/3 drop. We already have very good 2 drop, and we have weapon, but we need some very good 3 drops for Taunt. So this card, I like it very much. So good, but the body is just too good. So I think I would want to try a little bit about Taunt Warrior next expansion. Okay, so far that's all about the classic card. Shaman, sounds like Shaman is getting buffed, but you know Shaman is we heard about Shaman getting buffed every day, so it's not a big news for me now. We hope that Shaman is really going to get some buff this time. Anyways, neutral minion. First one, 9 mana, 7/8 Battle Cry. Discover a powerful artifact. We will talk about the artifacts later. 9 mana 7/8 is kind of slow. Let's compare to another control, very good late game control card, Eloise Starseeker. 4 mana 3/5 battle cry, shuffle the map to the gold monkey into your deck. This card, a lot of people think this is an entertainment card, but I actually think this card is extremely good. I think this card is extremely good in control deck because you draw it, you win this game. And this is very good in early game on its own. 4 mana 3/5 body is so good. The body is just so good on its own. And okay, let's see this. 9 mana 7/8, and it discover a powerful artifact. Powerful artifact. How powerful here? 10 mana, Lantern of Power, give a minion +10/+10. 10 mana, fill your board with 3/3 zombies. 10 mana, deal 10 damage randomly splitting among all enemies. These 3 cards doesn't help you win this game instantly. And it doesn't, like, you spend your whole turn, like, the mana is just too high. It doesn't help you win this game, I should say. You waste your whole turn to do a turn that doesn't even help you win this game. +10/+10, but you have to survive at that time, right? And it's really different from Eloise Starseeker. For Eloise Starseeker, you don't lose that much. Sorry, excuse me, where are we? You lose too much for this. You need to spend 2 whole turns for that, and you probably die. For Eloise Starseeker, you can choose to play around your legendary, and the golden monkey is a taunt. Gold monkey is, I think, is a 6 mana 3/4/6 taunt. It's actually a taunt, so you can do a lot of stuff while you play this. It's safe at first. Anyways, if you want to, this doesn't even make you win this game, but Starseeker makes you stay alive, and you will win this game in 1 or 2 turns. 6 mana 6/6. Are you sure? I think it's 4/6. Kind of 4/6, right? I saw the gold monkey on BlizzCon. I saw the gold. Anyways, you know how OP this is. Even though you have to draw it, but for control deck, control world, control priest or anything, or anything. Finally we can have something to deal with fatigue decks now, right? Sorry, take a break. I'm going to get some water. Haven't been talked this much for a long time. Okay, Rhino Jackson. Battle Cry. If your deck contains no more than 1 of any card, full hell your hero. This card is pretty interesting if in the future we have more cards, so we can build deck with like one copy in each one, and then it will be playable. It is still playable. I think it's still better than the, how to say it, the Tree of Life or something, the 9 mana spell. It's still better than that. Yes, but so for I don't know how to play around it. Like from what I think about a freeze mage is a kind of deck that you draw very fast. You probably can use this, and freeze mage need healing too, but we will have something to play around it in the future. Okay, anyway, next one. Brand Bronzebeard, 3 mana, 2/4. I think this probably will be the best. And these two legendaries will be the best in the next expansion. This is what I think. Brand Bronzebeard, your battle cry is triggered twice. It's a very good body, like for 3 mana, 2/4. It can easily survive until next turn. And so next turn, how many battle cries can you play? For example, so far as we know, dual deck and hunter deck, face hunter like abusive, so good. Face hunter abusive. What is that? Sorry. What I want to say now? Hunter and two deck has so many battle cries. We already said, and even Shaman can make some battle cry decks. Turn 10, Brian and Dr. Boom. You have to survive on turn 10 first, and if you have that much boom bot on turn 10, it's not a very huge advantage. That's not a very good combo. Yes, flame 6 points of damage and double doom guard. Throw away all your cards. Sounds very good. But anyways, I still think if I play Zoo, I probably will burn this. So just too much battle cries, and this is very easy to survive. And Zoo can easily protect Grand Bronzebeard than other classes. Zoo is very easy to protect that. For other classes, it's not very easy to protect it, even if you play it. Next one, Sir Finley Murloc. I tried this card on BlizzCon, and it's like tracking. He give you three random hero power and let you choose and replace your current hero power. This card is extremely good. This card is extremely good. If you play it in Murloc Shaman and you draw a left tab or something, the picture will be so beautiful. The biggest problem for Murloc deck is card draw. The biggest problem for Murloc deck is card draw, not tempo, not other stuff. It's about tempo. It's about card draw. So actually, the chance of finding left tab is actually pretty high. And even if you haven't got left tab, you have healing. You have you can even go smoke, right? Anyways, these are the two cards that I like most. Oh yeah, so smoky. Next expansion, so smoky. I love it. Next one, Genie of Zerophus. Whenever you cast a spell on another friendly minion, cast a copy of it on this one. Like, we can see Priest, Paladin, Druid. They can all have something to play around it. 5 mana for 6, but as long as it needs another minion to stay on board, it's not that very good card. Because if you have another minion to stay on board for Priest or Paladin or or Druid, you don't really need to have this kind of more board advantage. It is already very good on its own. You can stable the board in other ways, and if you haven't got the board, this card is kind of awkward. It's not that good anymore. So I think for priest, the problem with priest and mid-range druid and even paladin is that they've already got very good early game and mid game minions. Like for 5 mana, Belcher and Lothar, they are all already very good on its own. Like for this, you cannot. We haven't got other space to put it in. I would rather put some 6 mana good legendaries like Sylvanas, Thorison, that kind of very good 6 mana or even late game minions, right? This is kind of awkward because we've already got very good early game and mid game stuff already. We don't need this to give us more advantage on board. If you have if you want more advantage, you can play something else. And there's so much more you can get that is not this situational. Anyways, next one, Naga Sea Witch, 5 mana, 5/5. Your cards cost 5. It sounds like Aviana. Like I can play Ysera. This card was Ysera now on 1 turn. It looks like Aviana. It kind of looks like Aviana, but it has 5 mana. The difference is it's 5 mana. If you can innovate it, it probably will be very good. So this card, I think there's a lot of potential. What did I resist? Oh, then how to pronounce it? Naga Sea Witch. Don't laugh at me. What happened? Nani? Anyways, this can be very good if you innovate it. I'm sure, but the problem with Ramp Druid, is that it needs more way to clear the board. It's not about spamming the strong minion on board. It's about clearing the board, because the problem with Ramp Druid is that it can easily be traded with the Death Rattle face decks like Zoo Hunter, Paladin. All those Death Rattle face decks, they can trade it so easily. So this card helps you like set up very strong board. It's like innovate, but it doesn't help you clear the board. I think that's the most important thing about Ramp Druid or control decks. The good thing about Control Warrior is that they have Brawl. And what does Druid have? I don't know. What does Druid have? Druid cannot deal with small minions, and Druid cannot even deal with big minions. Okay, Druid now have BGH and Mage, but this is the thing that makes Ramp Druid so awkward. Like Taunt Druid was what?
It's Naga equals Naga Eloise.
Oh, it calls Naga. Thank you. I told you this is educational stream. We are learning new language now. So even you can do very good combo with it. I still think it's kind of awkward. And you know those Death Rattle face decks now get very good buff next expansion. Murloc deck gets very good buff next expansion. Oh, everything goes so smoky. I'm not sure about it. Anyway, next one, Summoning Stone. 5 mana, 0/6. Whenever you cast a spell, summon a random minion of the same cost. I was thinking about Archmage, Archmage and Tonitus. Archmage. The problem with those is that you have to play Emperor to make it a very, very beautiful combo. But this is one thing, and another thing is that Archmage Antonitus is a very good body on its own, and zero point of attack. Can it help anything for tempo? Can it help? 06. Oh. 06 person, please. I heard there's a song about this card. Anyways, maybe Freeze Mage will like it. But you know the problem with Freeze Mage deck is that Freeze Mage deck contains two how to say it. Freeze Mage deck contains so many cards that cannot replace. You know, I even want to have a small murloc in Freeze Mage deck. Rather than this one. And anyway, even if you play like Miracle Rogue, there's a lot of spell. Miracle Rogue, Secret Paladin. Secret Paladin, one mana spell. Maybe it will be good. Maybe it will be good in Secret Paladin because Secret will protect it. Right? It sounds pretty good in Secret Paladin. I'm not sure. Anyways, every statue 4 mana 7/7 cannot attack unless it's the only minion on the battlefield. I think the how to say it? A 5 mana 3/5 that silence all your minions. What is that card? This is a perfect target for that card. That kind of druid. Yeah, it's kind of good. It's kind of good. You know what I'm talking about, right? You guys are smart. I don't have to explain too much. Play this in hand lock. This is 4 mana, guys. This is 4 mana. I like water because water is only 2 mana. Mana is very important for handlock because handlock needs to survive. The problem for handlock is to survive before like turn 7 or turn 6. And what can you play with this? You can. The good thing about water is that you can spend only 4 mana, like water and Sun Fury to get a taunt to at least survive next turn. Do you need this big minion for Shadow Flame or I think this is a little bit too much. 8 mana Shadow Flame instead of 6. That is only when you play against Druid, you probably will need that, but I think Watcher is already good on its own. Ancient Shade. 4 mana, 7/4, Battlecry, shuffle an Ancient Curse into your deck that deals 7 damage to you when drawn. Another good card for face deck. Mountain Giant costs 4, guys. Guys, this is not Mountain Giant. Into your deck that costs 7 damage to you when drawn. Wow. Yeah, like if I am Paladin or even if I'm a 2 or Hunter, I don't mind to deal 7 damage. And for Hunter card draw is so bad. I don't. This is absolutely good card for Hunter, but it's just depend on if you have place to play it, space to play it. You know, you cannot add all those good cards into one deck. Okay, anyways, next one. Fossilized Devil Sword. Battlecry, if you control a beast, gain taunt. What do you think about this? It's not even a beast! Come on! What? 8 mana, 8/8. What? I would rather play Ragnarok or Nani? I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. Okay, next one. Wobbling Rounds. 6 mana, 2/6. Death Rattle. Summon 3/2 rounds. So it's kind of a little bit like Hyman. Much weaker. The Death Rattle, you have to get the Death Rattle first, and this one is very vulnerable to Cabal, you know. It's kind of like a suicide card against the priest, I should say. But if a priest plays it, okay. Anyway, let's think about this. A priest or control deck like Shaman or control Paladin play this. It can trade. It can do a lot of stuff. It can like at least trade two or three stuff on board. So actually, this is not bad. I think even though it's not as good as Hyman, but like if it is like three attacks, 6 health, I think it will be much better. 2 OP, maybe 2 OP, but actually this is already okay, not bad. Next one, Anubis Sentinel, 5 mana, 4/4, Death Rattle. Give a random friendly minion +3/+3. I think this card is it will be very good in Arena. 2 OP, maybe 2 OP. Some kind of tier 1 deck in Arena. But for ladder, this is too slow, guys. This is too slow. 5 mana, and it's a Death Rattle. 5 mana. Five mana Death Rattle. I think it's too slow. I cannot think about it replacing Belcher. You know, the problem with new expansion in the future is that you have to, all those good cards, you have to beat the quality of the previous expansion. Like for 5 mana, Belcher, Lothab, Druid of the Cloud, Azure Drake. You cannot replace these cards, they are just too good. And for 6 mana, Sylvanas, Thorison, Hyman, Cabal, those cards you cannot replace them. You cannot think about any ways to replace them. So you have to have at least better than those cards if you want to use it on ladder. The quality has to at least better than those cards. But it's pretty hard. Yeah, we are still using next runner's card. Next one. Gorilla Bot. A3. 4 mana, 3/4. Battle cry. If you control another mech, discover a mech. I think this card is really good. This card is really good. Another buff for Mech Mage. Mech Mage can be stronger in next expansion or other mech, but so far I think Mech Mage is the only good mech deck. Very good. Actually, Mech Mage is, I should say, it's really good. Mech Mage is really good. For this card, the problem with mech deck is that you haven't got card draw. You need to have more card draw, and this card perfectly solves this problem. And the good thing about Discover is that you can choose from those 3 mechs. You can choose the best among all them 3. So this is the very good thing about this card. I think this will be like one of the most popular cards. Maybe like, you know, the mech knight, spare part knight or something. The 5 mana 5/5 give another mech +1/+1. That card is already very good. Anything Blizzard do for mech deck is always a very huge buff, because mech deck is a very good deck on its own. Like, it just needs a little bit buff and it will be very, very good. Okay, next one. What am I listening? Tomb Spider, 4 mana, 3/3, battle cry, discover a beast. Probably will be good in control hunter. 4 mana is, you know, a little bit too slow, but it gives card draw. And you can draw a very good beast. But the point is, I tried the discover thing on BlizzCon. Like, you cannot discover something that is extremely good. Like, he will give you a range of like okay stuff for you to choose. It's pretty hard to draw some really good stuff, but I'm not sure. This is good in the. This is good in like mid hunter, but you know, for turn 4 you've got Shredder and Huntmaster. So this question comes again: what do you replace to put this card into Hunter's deck? Oh, Beast Druid. Yes, Beast Druid is also very good. And Beast Druid is also very good, but problem. What do you replace? It's such a suffer to think about that. Such a suffer. Druid Scarab, 2 mana 1/1, battle card, discover a 3-cost card. I don't think it's a good card even it's in Hunter's deck, because it doesn't stay on board. Hunter needs tempo more than card draw. All the fifth deck needs All the fifth deck needs tempo over card draw. This is the problem. This is the problem with this deck. Next one. Huge Toad, 2 mana, 2/3/2, Death Rattle, deal 1 damage to a random enemy. This is a perfect card for me Witch Hunter. I probably would replace the King's Lake with this card. I probably will replace that with this, because King's Lake is too unstable, and this one is. It's like you know the how to say the 2 mana 3/2 dragon. I don't know how to call it. This card give you a free death rattle. Yeah. Okay, next one. Murloc tiny thing. Murloc tiny thing. 0 mana 1/1. I think this is the card that a Murloc deck wanted the most. Yeah, we finally have more board control now, and we can play this with the 3 mana 3/3 Murloc Captain. Everything is awesome. Sorry, guys. Yeah, this has solved. This card has solved like the biggest problem in Murloc deck. I said the biggest problem in Murloc deck is card draw, and early game tempo. Early game tempo and card draw. These two problems are solved. Murloc deck will be OP next expansion. Okay, we've already talked about this. Oh, Golden Monkey, 4 mana 6/6. Yes. Oh, so this is actually a monkey. Okay. Oh my God, Roaring Torch only 3 mana. Cursed 2 mana while this is in your hand takes 2 damage at start of your turn. Yeah, makes sense. This cursed card I think is pretty good. Map to the Golden Monkey. Shuffle the Golden Monkey into the deck. Draw a card. Ooh, draw a card! Oh, draw a card. Yes, reasonable. This makes sense. Okay. Is it all the cards we are? Also, next week, let's see what we will get next week. The Genie of Zeraf. Oh, this 2 card. This 2 card. Well, you can discover a 3-cost card to play on next turn. You turn 2 this, turn 3 3 mana card, but I don't really like this. This is like a no-one-shi engineering or something, you know, the body too bad. It's worse than that, I should say, because you can draw good stuff from your deck, and this you can the card you discover, I should say, the card you discover will definitely be worse than what you bring in your deck. It's always some garbage. Oh, these 2, you will get them too in this week. Not so interested. Playing this in Secret Paladin sounds pretty good. Temple of Escape. Reno Jackson. Okay, never mind about this. Sacred Trail. Hahaha. Ancient Shade. Is there anything we can play about this? Rumbling Elemental. What? Where is my Murloc? I want to play Murloc Shaman. Available in week 3, week 4, week 2. Oh. What? everything is awesome available in week 3. That is, we have to wait too long. Obsidian Destroyer, the garbage. Dark Peddler, garbage. What? Do we get anything that's useful? Feels bad, man. Because I'm going to play 6-story cup in like 2-3 days. I'm going to fly to Germany tomorrow. So I will be playing 6-story cup in like for 2 or 3 days, and we are going to use new cards in the first week. We're going to use new cards in the first win. Yes, it's the first time I go to Europe. But unfortunately, I haven't got time. I haven't got time to go tourist in Germany. I really wish I can have time to stay there more, but I have to play tournament. Maybe the earlier I lost my tournament, I will have some time to travel around to have a look. Okay. Anyway, thanks guys. This is so far for all the new cards, and my favorite card. Everything is awesome. And another new card. I think there's another very good new card that I like the most. Oh, these two. I think is the most best legendaries. Starseeker is okay. What is my favorite? Oh, Forgotten Torch. Yeah, this one will be good. This one will be good. Yeah, that's it.